I'm Pawn. I'm a 26-year-old late diagnosed autistic human being, and I make videos about autism. And today I wanted to make a video about Stim toys, my Stim toy collection. As I mentioned in my other videos, Stim toys bring me a lot of joy. My collection is like really small compared to what I've seen from other autistic people, but it's big for me considering my own needs and the fact that I don't have a lot of money. I'm unemployed, so but like I've been building it slowly since I want to say late November, so 2 to 3 months, and I like it. I like where it's at. I thought I would make this video about Stim toys because all the videos I've made on my channel so far have been about my diagnosis journey, so it's been a bit intense. It's been more in like vlog mode, and this is the first of a series of videos that I'm gonna make all about autism, mostly through the lens of my own experience, obviously, because I can't speak for other people. And so I thought Stim toys are, you know, a fun topic. It's light, it celebrates autistic joy, I guess you could say, and it doesn't require much planning. It's just a fun little video. So I mean, let's jump right into it, I guess. This is the box that I keep my stuff in. It's a little messy, it's not ideal, it will probably change in the future, but that's what we're dealing with right now. So I'm gonna do these in no particular order. So the first one is puppets. So I have this big one. Well, big, it's not that big, but you know what I mean. So puppets are a classic. I had seen these everywhere for years, and I don't know, I had never actually played with one of these, so I didn't really know what they felt like, and I was kind of like, don't really care. And when I started looking into autism and stuff and Stim toys, I bought one of these and really liked it. So I have this one. They have them in all sorts of shapes. I got this from Amazon. By the way, I'm gonna put links to every one of these Stim toys down below if you're interested in purchasing them. I think I would prefer a square version of this because there's something about the fact that there isn't the same amount of puppets on each line that kind of, I don't know, there's something about the fact that there's only 3 on the sides, and then it's I don't know how to explain it, but I think I would like a square one. So there's this big one, it's pretty rainbowy. And then I have a bunch of small ones. So these are key rings. They're very convenient. These are some of the first ones I ever bought. They were from a like mystery fidget toy box from Etsy that I don't particularly recommend. It's the only one that I don't recommend because like I don't think it's worth your money. It's a little misleading, like kind of false advertising, anyways. But so these ones are nice because they're key rings. You can take them everywhere you go. This one is a dinosaur, I think a T-Rex, yeah, but it's a little too soft for my liking. Like when you try to pop them, it like, you know what I mean, it's too soft. This one though, I love it. So I've put this on my hidden disability lanyard, and I find myself playing with it a lot when I'm out of the house, but honestly even at home, like I like to do them by 2 like that. It's very satisfying because yeah. And I have a one that's round that my partner uses a lot. So puppets, there you go. A classic, they never fail you. Another classic is rectangles. I'm actually waiting to receive another one of the, I think the Masterpiece series. I'll put a picture of it on the screen. It's the drip model, and it's white with like paint, like paint drips, I don't know. So I have 3 types. I have classic one, I have a textured one, and I have a metallic one. So my thoughts on each of these. So I've actually mixed my classic and textured ones together, took each of them apart and put them back together. So I have 2 of the same kind of, but with different textures. And I like it because it's a mix of pink and purple and orange, and I think it's very satisfying visually, and also some clear ones. So as you can see, there's some ridges here, and then this one has little bowls. I don't know how to describe it. They're nice. I find myself using them sometimes, but either they're squeaky or they're too loose. So I've tried I read somewhere online that you can try putting clear nail polish on like the ends of each segment. I've tried that. Honestly, I put even like 2 layers of it. It didn't really do anything. You can see like it doesn't really hold its shape. I don't know. It's fine. I don't dislike it. This one feels much better. It holds its shape. It's a metallic one. It's the rose gold, I think. It looks a bit gross because unfortunately the metallic paint comes off as you use it. It's not the best quality. My partner has stopped using it for that reason, because he says it like when he plays with it, he ends up with lots of bits of metallic paint on his fingers, which he really doesn't like. I understand that. I don't mind it as much. I like how it feels. I don't know, it's just a different feeling and it's much more satisfying. The only downside is that it looks a bit gross, but I'm hoping that the new one I'm gonna receive, the drip Masterpiece one, is gonna feel kind of similar to this, and it won't lose its color. Also, I mean, once it's lost all its paint, I think it would look really cool. It's like a thick, like white, kind of translucent color. Could be fun. The next one is another classic. So it's one of these slugs. I've been seeing these for years, especially in the ASMR community. They're very popular. I thought I would get one for myself, and on Amazon I could choose between a black and white one, there's a black and purple one, and then there's the traditional multicolor rainbow one, and I thought black and white looked really cool. It makes me think of Tim Burton. I don't know, I like it. It's fun. My only problem with it is that it's very loud. Yeah, it's a bit aggressive to my ears, but it's fun to play with, but there's not much you can do with it. I tend to prefer Stim toys that you can do a lot of stuff with, if that makes sense. Like they're like multi-purpose almost. Yeah, like this is okay, but I don't find myself playing with it for more than like 5 minutes. And another small fidget, I actually don't really like it that much, but my partner really likes it, so he always keeps it in his coat pocket when we go out. He plays with it a lot. It's a marble inside of a mesh material, plastic material, and you slide the marble inside. Again, like not much you can do with this. I have my tea here. I got this really pretty mug from Fat Face. It's I don't know if it's just in the UK, but it's a really cool, quite expensive store that we have in the UK. They make really cool stuff. So, my mint tea that I always have after lunch. The next one is one that at first I didn't really vibe with it, and in the past few days I've been finding myself really using it quite a lot. It's this one, I don't know how to call it. It's kind of like the same principle as a tangle, but with little bowls, and it's a rainbow color. It's made of plastic. I think I saw a video from another autistic YouTuber showing something like this, but I think it was bigger and it was made of wood, if I'm not mistaken. This one is made of plastic, again from Amazon, and I like it for several reasons. First of all, I find that the different colors are really satisfying and pretty to look at, especially these blues and reds and purples. It's satisfying for the eyes, and also like when I looked at the Amazon page, there was a video demonstrating all the different shapes you can make with it, and it looked really simple, but I find it really hard, and I don't find it very fun to try and make shapes with it. The way I prefer to play with it is like while watching TV, I'll just mindlessly fidget with it like this. It's satisfying because you can move it in all directions. It's very smooth, it's nice. Because I've been using it so much, it started squeaking, so I need to do something about this. But other than that, it's really satisfying and fun. Yeah, highly recommend. Next, I have a therapy putty, sensory putty, whatever you want to call it, from sensorydirect.com. They're also on Amazon. They have different strengths. This is the soft, and they have a soft, medium soft that's red in color, and I think they have a blue one, and they have different strengths. This is not only for fidgeting, it's also for people who need therapy for their hands, like to try and strengthen their muscles and their hands and their wrists. So that's why they have several densities, strength. I've been playing with it a lot, so it's got little pieces of cat hairs in it that got stuck, so I'm not gonna show it too close to the camera, but that's what it looks like, and it's fun to play with. I guess you could say it kind of reminds me of slime, but not quite. It's kind of like Play-Doh, but in a nicer way. Like, my partner says it leaves a kind of residue on his fingers. I personally don't experience this. To me, it doesn't leave anything on my skin. Maybe I'm just less sensitive to that. But it's really fun to play with, again, while watching TV or whatever. I like to stretch it and squeeze it, and sometimes it creates little air pockets. So it's fun, and I like this kind of thing because it is multi-purpose. I mean, you can do lots of things with it. Also, I've ordered some slime of Etsy. I've made my own slime, my own custom slime. I hope I made the right choices of customization, because I've actually never owned slime. I've been dreaming about owning slime for years, long before I found out I was autistic, because it's the kind of thing I go crazy for. But I never got around to buying one, so I'm excited. Another one is these, I think they're called DNA stress balls. They're so fun. This isn't actually the first one I've played with. I played with another one, like in one of my previous videos, but unfortunately I played with it so much that it ended up breaking. It's not the strongest material. I was kind of expecting it. Those are cheap. The reviews said that they could be a bit flimsy, so I'm not too surprised, but basically there's a hole right here, so it broke. It's a seal, kind of. It broke right here, and then the air gets inside and yeah, it's not great, so I had to throw it away. But what's cool is that you get 3 in a box. So my partner has one and I have one, and the third one is in the trash. But it's fun because it's a squishy ball. Nothing exceptional about it, but it's kind of mesmerizing because it's got all sorts of colored balls inside, green and yellow and purple and pink. I don't know, when you squish it, the plastic around it becomes really clear and shiny and perfect. I don't know, it feels nice, it looks nice. What more can you wish for? I actually keep it in its little plastic packaging because, as with a lot of these plastic, soft plastic fidgets, they tend to, you know, hair tends to stick to it, and dirt and stuff, dust. In the same category, I have this little thing that is another thing that I got in the mystery box, where I got this as well. It's not great. Yeah, it's like a little octopus. It had eyes, they've faded away. I don't play with it that much. And inside it's like little foam polystyrene beads. It's fun and it makes a nice noise, but I don't know, it's too small and it's like not great. Then I've got the classic Wacky Tracks. I actually played with these a lot when I first got fidget toys, not so much now, but I have quite a few. I mean, it's Wacky Tracks. It's nice. You can make lots of shapes with it. The only problem that I have with it is that after you've played with it for a while, it kind of loses its clicky sound. So yeah, but it's fun. It's a fun, well, that's a big one. I have a smaller one here. Just likes to do that with it. Ooh. It's like a nice little fidget that you can put in your pocket. You can do whatever you want with it, basically. It's Wacky Tracks. What more can you say? These little caterpillar thingies, stringy things. There's lots of hair on it. I thought I would like these more than I actually do. What I don't like is, first of all, they break pretty easily, as you can see with this one. They're very stretchy because there's like different, you know, little links of the caterpillar body. In between the links, the silicone gets pretty weak and like it tends to break easily. And also, like, I'm not too fan of the sensory experience of playing with it. I don't find myself reaching for these much nowadays. The only thing I like is the different colors, especially that one. It's kind of like a periwinkle, purple blue color, lavender. What's in my mind is the upgraded version of that I got recently is these ones. They're alpaca themed ones. I know there are unicorn ones. They probably have a bunch of these, and so they come in different colors. They're a lot nicer to play with, in my opinion. I use them a lot. It's probably the fidget that I play with the most. They're really stretchy, and the texture of the little hairs is very nice. I like to stroke them. I always have one or more in my coat pockets when I leave the house. Here's another one. They're really nice. And another thing that's cool about these is that you can wear them as like bracelets. They're more sturdy than the caterpillars because, as you can see, like, it's just one continuous string of the same thickness, unlike these that have different, you know, it's stronger, it's more sturdy. And like I said, it's kind of weird when you think about it, but you can thread the head of the alpaca into the hole just like that and wear it as a bracelet. So it's a convenient way to carry it with you when you're not using it. And what I like to do with this is lots of things. I like to do this. I don't want to break my TV. Stretching it, obviously, like hitting stuff with it, hitting myself doesn't hurt, but it tends to pull on my hair, so I'll do it when I don't have my hair in the way. But I don't know, it sounds like I'm like whipping myself, but it doesn't hurt. It's very satisfying. And something else I like to do is like put it like this and go like this, and I'll put one in each hand when I'm very like overwhelmed or overstimulated or stressed or whatever. I'll go like this. It's very satisfying. These ones I reach for a lot, and I think when they break or when they get too old, I'll definitely be buying some more. Then I have this little guy, also from Amazon. It's not the best quality, obviously, because it's like quite cheap, but it does the job. It's like a multi-purpose thingy. It works as a spinner, which, well, it doesn't really turn that well because I have a plaster on, but what's interesting is that I never had spinners when they were trendy, and now that they're not trendy anymore, I really like spinners. You can do all sorts of things with it. You can press this button, you can roll that around. Yeah, different little things you can do. Very fun little buttons. This moves around. Yeah, it's fun. I reach for it sometimes when I need some change. This is another basic one that I got in a mystery box. Not a fan of it. It's very loud. There's not much you can do with it other than like press buttons. Not a fan. Now I've got a bunch of little bouncy balls. I used to love bouncy balls as a child. I would collect bouncy balls. I have a bunch, as you can see. They all came in one set, also from Amazon. There's lots of different colors. I find that there's like two types. There's these opaque ones with swirling colors, and then there's these translucent ones. These bounce a lot more than these, so I tend to play with these, and they're softer as well. These ones are harder, so I play with these a lot. And what's fun is that we've been playing with our cats with these as well. They really like them. Obviously, like, we make sure that they don't swallow them or anything. They don't have access to them when we're not playing with them, but they've been enjoying them as much as we have, so that's fun. It's always a nice thing to have. Then there's the stuff that you wouldn't necessarily consider Stim toys. They're just Stim toys for me, but they're not meant to be Stim toys. I have my Tamagotchi that I mentioned in another video. I was a frustrated child because when Tamagotchi were trendy in the 90s, especially the 2000s, which is when I grew up, I wanted one so badly, but my parents wouldn't buy me one. So I bought these as soon as I became an adult, you know, and I could buy my own. I actually have 5 of these different colored ones, of both Gen 1 and Gen 2, and I play with them occasionally. I like to mainly to collect them for the looks of them. I get bored with them pretty quickly, but there's a few that I would like to add to my collection in the future because they look really good. Something else that is technically not a fidget toy or Stim toy that I've been playing that kind of like acts as a Stim toy for me is ScoobyDoo. So another nostalgic thing from my childhood, I used to make these a lot. I would make ones for each season of the year. Like I would make white and red one for Christmas, and then I would make an orange black one for Halloween. And so I was missing it a little bit, so I bought some ScoobyDoo strings online and made these. That was like a short hyperfixation of mine that lasted a few days. I even made like a 6-strand rainbow one. But yeah, it's always something I can grab whenever I feel overwhelmed or stressed. It's a calming thing that I like to do. And then the last thing that I want to mention, again, it's not technically a Stim toy, but it kind of is for me, is plushies. I have this little guy here from the London Zoo. It's very soft. That's the thing I love the most about plushies, is how soft they are, and like they are very comforting. They feel like little furry friends. I mean, I had a whole collection of plushies as a kid, hundreds of them. And now I just have a few on my windowsill in my bedroom. But yeah, this actually, my partner brought this to me a few weeks ago when I was having a meltdown, which was really sweet, and it helped. So whenever I want to stroke something really soft that's not my cat's, then I'll go for this. So this is my Stim toy collection. As you can see, it's not the biggest one. There's definitely a lot more stuff that I would like to own, but it's a good start. And I'm quite picky when it comes to my Stim toys, and I get bored with them pretty easily. So yeah, the highlights for me are definitely these alpaca strings, this thing, the therapy putty, and the tangle. But the ones I have are not great, but the new one that I'm gonna receive hopefully is gonna be great, along with the slime that I ordered. So I'm very excited for all that. And yeah, I'll make maybe an updated version in the future if I get lots of new toys, but that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this light, fun video. I think the next video I'm gonna make is gonna be about special interests, but I'm not sure. We'll see. But if you would like to support my channel monetarily, I have created a Ko-fi account. You'll find the link down below. Obviously no obligation or anything, no pressure of any kind, but if you do want to donate, then it would help me get by, because I'm unemployed because of my disability. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!